In this video, we are going to take care of the remaining options that sit across the scene toolbar, or the scene view toolbar to be specific. Now, the very first button that we haven't yet covered is the lighting button. This allows you to turn on and off the effects of lighting in your scene. So, pretty easy to see once we click this off, all of our really cool lighting suddenly disappears. And if at some point, maybe you've baked out all your lighting and shadows, there's some part of your scene that is perfectly pitch black because it's supposed to be, but you can't see what's going on and you have to work there, well, turn your lighting off and suddenly that will be kind of default lit once again and you can see what's going on. Next to this, we have the game overlay mode. Now, turning this on and off does a few things. If we look up in the air, they become pretty apparent. Lee, what just changed?
We lost our sky.
We did lose our sky, but we lost something else too.
Yeah, it looks like the fog in the distance has gone away too.
That's right. We set up some fog for this level, and that also disappears when we turn this on and off. Now, next we have the audition button. Now, when we turn this on, it's been off the whole time we've been recording, but when we turn this on, our sound effects are able to play through. So if you listen right now, you might be able to, it's hard, I don't know if you can actually hear at the moment, but we have some wind sound effects that are playing. We also have a fire sound that is playing here in our fire, and as we get close, we can hear that. There you go. And if we turn this off, those sounds go away. It's just a way for you to be able to test out the effects of your sounds right here inside the scene view without having to hit play. Now, on the far end of our scene view toolbar, we have a search bar. This allows you to search for and more easily identify various objects in your scene. So, for example, if I look over in the hierarchy view on the left-hand side down in the lower corner, I see we have an object called tent. So if I come up here to the search bar in the viewport and type in tent, everything grays out to black and white, which of course is alarming the first time it ever happens, except for the tent, the one object we're looking for. So if I change this up to, say, fire pit, we know exactly what the fire pit object is. You'll notice we even get a little bit of a see-through effect to help us identify that if we had some objects between it and us.
Right, it isolates that particular object you're looking for by graying out and semi-transparent, making everything else semi-transparent.
That's right. It's just a way to kind of help you identify various objects in your scene. Now, there is one last thing, and this has very little to do with the actual toolbar, but it is a function of the viewports that I didn't get a chance to mention. And since this is sort of a catch-all for the remaining functionalities, I thought I'd throw this in. When you are working in your viewport, you can tap your spacebar and make your viewport go full screen. So if you know you're going to be doing some things that just involve the viewport and you don't want to be bothered with the rest of the Unity interface, you can just tap the spacebar and make the viewport nice and big. And for those of you who do come from a Maya background, you already know that this is how you jump between, say, your 4-view and your single large viewport. So you'll feel generally right at home with this. And then when you're done and you need the rest of the interface back, just tap the spacebar once again. So that is going to wrap things up for this video. Thanks a lot.